What is up, YouTube gang? It's your boy FridayRandommedia, and I'm back on this Friday with another video. And today we're going to be continuing Season 3 of our Versus Battle series with Episode 3, Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter movies versus 11 from the Stranger Things TV show. And as you know, if you've been following the Versus Battle series, every season has a theme. This season's theme, of course, being the live-action depictions of characters, meaning the live-action movies and TV shows. Before we get into the battle, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and comment down below. Who do you think is going to win, Hermione or 11? We're going to be going over 5 main categories, covering category number 1, strength, category number 2, attack power and durability, category number 3, combat speed, category number 4, battle IQ, and category number 5, powers, hacks, abilities, and gear. We'll see who wins the stats and the categories, but at the end, I'll give a play-by-play of exactly how I see this battle playing out. Now, let's dive into category number 1, strength. Starting with Hermione. Hermione Granger doesn't have many strength feats in the movies. With some of her spells, though, she can send foes flying several feet up into the air and backwards. With her Leviosa spell, she can make things levitate, but we're actually not sure to what extent as far as how much an object can weigh that she can levitate. Now, 11, on the other hand, has a few solid strength feats. We've seen 11 pick up and throw foes with her telekinetic mind powers. We've also seen her bring down a helicopter in flight, along with tossing a few vehicles throughout the series. On top of all that, 11 has also managed to lift the 10,000-pound Nina tank, so impressive stuff. Now on to category number 2, AP or attack power and durability. Beginning with 11, 11 has been shown to casually one-shot many of her foes within a short span of time, all with her telekinetic mind hacks, and with a simple nod of her head or a wave of her hand, she's able to break bones and even target organs for attacks. Now, as far as durability goes, 11 was able to withstand several attacks and blows from Possessed Billy, the Mind Flayer Beast itself, and Vecna, who operates strongest in his own realm, the Upside Down. And even as a younger child, 11 was able to endure Blonde Vecna, pre-Vecna transformation, his mind hacks, and his physical torture before smoking his ass. Now moving on to Hermione Granger, her AP and durability. When it comes to Hermione's durability, her and actually Harry Potter himself were smacked several feet back by the Whomping Willow Tree, which was shown to destroy a car. And Hermione instantly recovered and actually helped Harry get back up on his feet. As far as AP goes, Hermione is crafty in her choice of spells, able to render foes useless via flotation, brief paralyzation, or even KO, and all that done in one shot. Now on to category number 3, combat speed, starting with Hermione. Hermione is shown to be quick on her feet, as shown in the final battle of the Harry Potter movies, where Harry Potter, Hermione, and the School of Hogwarts are fighting the Death Eaters and Voldemort's army. A moment that specifically stands out to me, though, is when Hermione and the trio were in the diner when they were, teleporting, and they were ambushed by 2 Death Eaters. Before the spells were able to reach Hermione and the crew, she was able to dodge, duck for cover, and then actually trade spells of her own against these trained dark wizards. Now, onto 11's combat speed. 11's attacks are nearly instantaneous as a result of her telekinetic mind hacks. She's been shown to deflect and react to attacks by not only Vecna in his telekinetic attacks, but also the Mind Flayer in its physical attacks. And keep in mind, this Mind Flayer was a massive beast form with all sorts of tendrils and shit flying around. Now moving on to category number 4, Battle IQ or Battle Intelligence. We'll start off with 11. Something about 11 is that she's not emotionally mature, especially when it comes to using her powers and her hacks. That's a huge drawback because the more power she uses and exerts, the weaker she becomes, and it can even put her out of the fight completely. She's shown composure in battle, but often utilizes her emotions for better or worse. Now, looking at Hermione's battle IQ, Hermione doesn't typically go for the kill, rather keeping a unique array of spells on hand for many situations. Hermione is observant and able to recognize potions by sight and smell, also uncovering secrets and weaknesses of those around her. Hermione is often the first to learn new spells and skills, easily the most intelligent in her class, able to separate herself from the class in intelligence on and off of the battlefield. Now moving on to the final category. Category number 5, powers, hacks, abilities, and gear. Buckle up because this is definitely going to be our most in-depth category. Starting off with Hermione Granger, as I've stated before, Hermione has a wide array of spells at her disposal. Here is a list of some specific spells that we've seen her use. Number 1, of course, Stupefy, used to KO and stun opponents. Number 2, Reducto, causing a small explosion, reducing its target to many pieces, usually objects. Number 3, Arresto Momentum, which allows Hermione to slow down and even stop a fall completely. Number 4, Bombarda, which is another exploding spell Hermione has used. Number 5, Protego Totalum, which is an invisible shield that blocks magical attacks. Now onto some lesser known spells. 6, Apugno, which can control objects and creatures alike to attack a target. Number 7, Obscuro, which can magically blindfold an opponent momentarily. Hermione also has the invisible spell, which she can cast around her to become invisible basically. Now let's move on to Hermione's gear. If you know anything about the wizarding world, you should know Hermione needs her magic wand to cast her spells, jinxes, curses, and charms. Without the wand, no spells really. Finally, Hermione has her bottomless bag that she carries with her, which contained 2 notable items, one being the essence of Dittany, which was shown to heal some semi-serious injuries, and number 2, the Sword of Gryffindor, which reveals itself to the one who needs it most. Whew, that was a mouthful. Now, on to 11's powers, hacks, abilities, and gear. As stated before, 11 has both telekinetic and telepathic powers, hacks, and abilities. 11's telekinesis has been shown to allow her to lift and move heavy objects like the 5-ton Nina tank, a few vehicles, and even able to redirect the helicopter, bringing it to the ground. 11's telekinesis is very dangerous, as she's proven to target individual body parts like bones, even organs, making a bully piss his pants in front of a big crowd. 11 can also target several foes at once, even larger supernatural threats. As far as it goes for 11's telepathy, it's a lot more mysterious and boosts the narrative of the story. 11 is able to access an astral spirit-like realm where she's able to watch over someone she specifically targets. However, she has to be in a meditative-like state, unable to use her physical body, also requiring specific circumstances such as a blindfold and white noise. Another note about 11's telepathy is that she's able to connect to someone's thoughts, feelings, emotions, even their past and their dreams. This mysterious telepathic power is why she's connected to the Mind Flayer, Vecna, and the Upside Down. Using both her telekinesis and telepathy, 11 was able to not only open the gate to the Upside Down, but periodically closed it until, So, that is going to wrap up all 5 categories for this battle. Now let's decide who takes the W in these categories. Starting off with category number 1, strength. While Hermione has shown resilient strength through her spells, the more consistent showings of 11's lifting and throwing of objects gives 11 the strength category. Category number 2, AP and durability. Both combatants have shown time after time that they can one-shot opponents, whether KO or death. It's safe to say 11 has endured more damage, therefore 11 edges out the AP and durability category. Category number 3, combat speed. Both combatants have boasted speed in battle, however, Hermione's consistent speed in her duels give Hermione the combat speed category. Category number 4, battle IQ. It's fair to say that with the showing of Hermione's quick learning and abundance of not only spells but years of experience, Hermione takes the battle IQ. Category number 5, powers, hacks, abilities, and gear. Although extremely potent and dangerous, 11's powers come with a weakening effect, and she has yet to master her abilities. Meanwhile, Hermione's spells have shown to be just as dangerous. She also has a lot of options. Hermione also has the gear advantage, but without the wand, it can get ugly really fast. So, I'm going to call the powers, hacks, abilities, and gear category a tie. So, to review really quick, 11 takes the strength, AP, and durability categories. Hermione takes the combat speed and battle IQ categories. However, powers, hacks, abilities, and gear is a tie. Now, how exactly do I see this battle playing out? Let's find out. The scene opens with Hermione Granger defeating a Death Eater in an old 70s style diner. At this moment, it happens to be so that 11 and her crew enter the diner, witnessing Hermione and the defeated wizard. And 11 takes this as a dangerous situation. Before Hermione could explain, 11 tells her friends to run as she launches Hermione back into a wall. Hermione quickly recovers, but is once again under fire as 11 uses her telekinesis to throw tables and chairs across the diner. Just in time, Hermione casts Bombarda to blow apart the projectiles. Hermione is on the back foot, retreating through the diner's back door, using Bombarda and the Reducto Curse to destroy the barrage of incoming projectiles. Hermione backsteps into the alleyway and brings down the doorway with Bombarda to block 11's path. To Hermione's terror, 11 easily begins to tear down the barrier, so Hermione casts her blindfold spell, Obscuro, allowing her to get a running head start. 11 hatches an idea from this blindfold trick, and as they've done in the show, the crew sets up a meditation spot for 11. She manages to find Hermione, but is confused by Hermione's spells she's casting all around herself. 11 sets off, but when she arrives to Hermione's location, she's nowhere to be seen. This is when Hermione fires her spell, Stupefy, attempting to KO 11. However, due to the sustained injuries and fear of 11's power, Hermione actually misses the shot. 11 notices where it came from, so she launches a nearby dumpster. Hermione manages to dodge, but she's now revealed out in the open. 11 once again launches Hermione back towards a building, but thinking quick, she uses the Arresto Momentum spell to significantly lessen the impact. 11 roars as she launches a parked car towards Hermione with nowhere to run. Hermione casts her shield spell, Protego Totalum, however the force of the car bashes through the shield, yet manages to slightly soften the blow. Hermione is badly injured, but 11 is equally as fatigued from overusing her powers. Hermione realizes she has no time to heal with her Essence of Dittany, but before she can take a shot at 11, 11 snaps the wand with her telekinesis, thus rendering the wand useless. Once again, Hermione tries to tell 11 she means no harm, but it's too late. 11 knocks Hermione back once more, knocking her out with a vicious blow against the wall. Although highly fatigued, 11 remains fairly uninjured for a mid to high difficulty win. That's right, I have 11 winning this battle. Although Hermione's experience, her knowledge of magic is vast, and although she's able to block and dodge, react to every attack nearly, I think Hermione's non-violent nature would ultimately work against her, along with the reliancy on her wand. 11 can be a ferocious opponent, and although her battle IQ and her mental state aren't exactly up to par, her tenacity, her grit, her sheer power, and what it can do will give 11 the overwhelming, fast-paced victory. Now, do you think I got this right? Go ahead and comment down below who you think should have won this battle and how they should have won this battle. So, a few quick things before I wrap this video up. I want to remind you guys that I release a video every Friday. Next Friday will not be a versus battle, however, the Friday after will be the final episode of Versus Battle Season 3. So, comment down below what characters you want to see in the next battle. Also, I want to take a second to plug in my own original content. That's right, I have my own comic book anthology coming out at the end of this year, December 2023. It's going to be debuting my main character, my flagship character, Godman the Lifebringer, who's kind of like a Superman Silver Surfer type character, along with Xorg of the Komodo village of Planet Green, who is like a monk sci-fi type character. If you want to know more about these characters in my comic, check out the link in the video description below. Find me on TikTok by the same name, FridayRandommedia. Like, subscribe. As always, have a great day and peace out.